Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we will go over comparative advantage and trade. Let's get to work. Let's go over some important definitions. Absolute advantage is the ability to produce more of a good or service than any other producer with the same quantity of resources, or produce the same amount with fewer resources. In this example with cakes and pies, economy X has the absolute advantage in the production of both cakes and pies. On the other hand, comparative advantage is the ability to produce a good or service at a lower opportunity cost than another producer. When calculating opportunity cost, there are two methods depending on whether you are looking at outputs or inputs. Let's look at outputs first. The table already shows the production outputs of the economies. The formula for finding the opportunity cost of producing good A is good B divided by good A. One way to remember this formula is outputs equals over other. For economy X, the opportunity cost of one cake is equal to 100 divided by 150, which is 2/3 of a pie. The opportunity cost of one pie is 150 divided by 100, which equals 1.5 cakes. For economy Y, the cost for one cake is 50 divided by 100, or 1/2 a pie, and the cost for one pie is 100 divided by 50, or 2 cakes. So, who has the comparative advantage in the production of cakes? Even though economy X has the absolute advantage in producing cakes, economy Y can produce one cake at a lower opportunity cost than economy X, so they have the comparative advantage. On the other hand, economy X can produce pies at a lower opportunity cost, so they have the comparative advantage in pie production. Next, let's look at inputs. This table focuses on the time that each economy inputs into the production of one good. The formula for finding the opportunity cost of producing one of good A is good A divided by good B. The way to remember this is inputs equals itself over. For economy X, the opportunity cost of one cake is equal to 30 divided by 45, which is 2/3 of a pie. The opportunity cost of one pie is 45 divided by 30, which equals 1.5 cakes. For economy Y, the cost for one cake is 60 divided by 120, or 1/2 a pie, and the cost for one pie is 120 divided by 60, or 2 cakes. As you can see, economy Y still has the comparative advantage in cakes and economy X has the comparative advantage in pies. If economies specialize in the production of goods for which they have a comparative advantage, they could trade. Terms of trade are the ratio which one good could be exchanged for another. Terms of trade that are mutually beneficial will fall between each other's opportunity costs. In our example, one cake would be traded between 1/2 and 2/3 of a pie, and one pie would be traded between 1.5 and 2 cakes. When terms of trade fall outside the relative opportunity costs, one economy will benefit while the other will not. If one cake was traded for a higher price of 2 pies, economy Y, who has the comparative advantage in cakes, benefits while economy X is hurt. If one cake was traded for a lower price of 1/4 of a pie, economy X, who has the comparative advantage in pies, benefits while economy Y is hurt. What happens when these two economies trade? Here are the production possibilities curves for economy X and economy Y. Currently, they specialize in the production of the good for which they have a comparative advantage, so they would be situated here on their PPCs. Let's say they agree on a term of trade where one pie is worth 1 2/3 cakes. Now, suppose economy X trades 30 pies for 50 of economy Y's cakes. On their PPC, they will lose 30 pies, and gain 50 cakes. On the other hand, economy Y gains 30 pies but loses 50 cakes. As shown here, if economies specialize in the production of goods for which they have a comparative advantage, then trade, they could be able to exceed their own production possibilities and consume outside their own PPC curves. That's the end of this video. Thanks for watching this lesson. I hope it helped. If it did, make sure to like and subscribe for more. See you soon.